Keystone Theater hosts Child Abuse Awareness Event. See the Child Abuse Celebrities and Make It Big by Matt Jennings. The handprints with hearts in them have been popping up in storefronts at different towns throughout the county. The residents were unsure of what they meant. Well, that's the point. The handprints were created by elementary schoolers from across the county as part of the Bradford County Regional Arts Council's ongoing community conversations series. The conversations on Wednesday were focused on child abuse awareness in conjunction with Bradford County Commissioner's declaration of April as Child Abuse Awareness Month. The community conversation series began in the 2019 discussion on opioid addiction. Other future topics will include children's anxiety, apathy, and aging. Conversations on the indigenous communities of Bradford County. The April event was organized in collaboration with the Children's House Advocacy Center in North Towanda. The Children's House is a non-profit children's advocacy center that deals with child abuse victims directly. Children's House employees were on hand during Wednesday's event, passing out t-shirts and flyers explaining what they do. Their goals in a community. Theater ran a free showing of the documentary film Rewind, a tale about how the cycle abuse can pass from generation to generation in a family, and how people are sexually abused children more likely to sexually abuse others in life. Afterwards, Children's House employees held question-and-answer session community members about abuse and child advocacy. Children's House Executive Director Katie Vanderwerk discussed how the subject of the documentary, Sasha Newlinger, was burdened by the legal system when he came forward with his abuse. It used to be when a child came forward, they would have to talk to a police officer, a therapist, a nurse, a doctor, investigator, a lawyer at all times. She said now they strive that a child only has to get one interview. Anyone involved can come in, observe that one interview, so to not to really stress the child. Children's House interviewer Hannah Alice reminded participants that 90% child abuse is perpetrated by someone the child knows. So, Joanne Babcock has a Raven Babcock whose family has abuse in the family, right? So it passes on from generation. So they all have jobs because Kennys have a line of abuse from some cousin, like Morris or something. So they have a family that's abusive. The family's abusive. It passes on from generation. And here's a heart and hand posters and sock monkeys created by community members throughout the county on display as the Keystone Theater to raise awareness start the conversation about child abuse. The sock monkeys will be donated to the Children's House to the survivors come through the door sometime to comfort them. So there's abuse, right? And then they don't care because they're sent off to... So play fighting and going off to war like a gang of mobsters going off to kill like Ukrainians and stuff. That's normal, right? Play fighting to go off to fight Ukrainians and Russians. That's normal, right? Play fighting is normal. I said their abuse was like so bad. So if you play fight and you form a group, a tight, close group to fight like Ukrainians and Russians, that's normal, right? This ain't the kind of whack jobs. They're like the books. First of all, your books, like I destroyed Raven Babcock's Mexican family with sex abuse. That's the kind of crazy stuff you write about. Your books are kind of just like Roman Catholics destroying Mexico with their sex abuse. That's kind of what you write about. That's the kind of abuse they're experiencing. It's really normal. Like Roman Catholics destroy Raven Babcock's Mexican side of the family with sex abuse in Madonna. That's great, right? Yeah? So it's pretty normal. Like up here, they'd be a feral inbred who's supposed to go off to war. No one would care if they all died. Feral inbreds going off to fight Ukrainians and Russians, and no one would care if they're dead, right? That's great. They don't care, really? They don't care if they had food, really? They go off to war for food to get any kind of benefits, they had to fight in World War II. Really didn't go so good. Didn't go so good. So Raymond Babcock's family was part Mexican, part Kenny and Morris. And then there's abuse in the family somewhere, so it passed on, and he was trying to talk about his abuse in his family where we destroyed Mexicans like some monkey. And, it's so common. Ford was a car. People want to have all this money to work on. Then all kinds of money to be a genius and make all kinds of money on his car because it was a decent car. He helped automate that the car doesn't just explode. He helped automate making his car not just totally explode so they could work on it. It didn't just explode. No, coming over to take over someone's country like Mexico. Now, they really want all kinds of money to go work on their car. But, abuse friends and families, right? Abuse friends and families, right?